Hello, I'm Jordan Gold, founder of the Stretch Zone, the leading authority of practitioner-assisted stretching. And today I want to talk about the why. When I say why, I'm talking about purpose. My why started back with my grandfather. When I was a kid, my grandfather was my best friend all through my life. And later in his life, in about the late 90s, he became really lethargic with complications from diabetes, and he became completely bedridden, which meant that I had maybe 2, maybe 3 months left with my grandfather. So at the time I was really good at stretching, so I decided to take a table into my grandfather's house every single day and stretch him, because I thought with my goals would be basically to reduce bed sores, increase the circulation, make him more comfortable, make it easier for my grandmother to dress him when company comes over, and most importantly, just to have an excuse to spend time with him. Well, after experimenting on him for quite some time, he says to me, "Hey Mookie," call me Mookie, "before you go, can you get my walker? I want to go to the card room." And my heart just exploded, my chest. I was like, awesome. So I go to my grandfather, I get my walker, I give it to him, we go to the card room. And from that point on, I started experimenting, because I could do anything to him. I could burn down his house and he'd be like, "You see that fire? Only my grandson can make such a fire." So he was putty in my hands. So I'm experimenting what works, what doesn't work. And I slowly got him from not moving it at all, to moving with a walker, to moving with a tripod, to a cane, to dancing at my cousin's wedding. So I was at my cousin's wedding, and all of a sudden a disco song came on, and he got really excited, and he went out on the dance floor, and he took his cane and he gave it to my grandmother, and he did his little old man dance in place for one song, gave the cane back, walked back to the seat, and everyone's applauding. And I'm looking around like, why is everyone applauding? And then I realized that my uncle and my mom, they're like practically in tears, and it dawned on me, oh shoot, like everyone's grandfather needs this. And I just lit up like a Christmas tree. I just had goosebumps all over me, because what happened was the small changes that he saw over the course of a year, I didn't take notice of it. But to the people in the crowd, they haven't seen him for a year. The last time they saw him, he was bedridden. So from that was the day that my why was formed. That gave me my purpose in life. From there, I went home. I decided I'm going to become the best stretcher in the world. I'm going to learn from anyone and anybody that was willing to teach me anything, and have that become my passion. Very quickly, in less than 2 years, I ended up with the MVP, US Open champion, heavyweight champion of the world, rock stars, entertainers, world leaders, Fortune 400 billionaires, started jet setting. But then I'm like, I'm losing the why, because I'm reaching very few people. So I had to have that burn the boat moment. I just burned all the boats. I got rid of everything. I called all my clients, told them that I'm no longer available to stretching, so I can create the protocols, the procedures, the methodology, the patents, the equipment, so that I can share this with the masses. And from that, it created great time of 4 years of purposeful poverty and anxiety attacks. And one time I'm sitting there in the dark, and the power's off. I got a sheriff's note on the door. I'm sitting there trembling. I'm like, why? Like, why am I doing this? Like, I had a good life. Like, I was like with Lenny Kravitz backstage just a couple months ago, and here I am having anxiety attacks. And then from there, I was just like, I just wish someone went to me and handed me a crystal ball so I could look into the future. Because if I had that crystal ball and looked into the future today, I would see the why. The why is now. The why is this. The why is Stretch Zone. This is the why. Coming in, getting a hug, creating something. This is the why. National accreditation, the only one in the industry. This is the why. Stretch Zone's proprietary table with patented stabilization system. This is the why. Having hundreds and hundreds of people basically creating careers in stretching, creating a whole new movement in health and wellness. This is the why. Someone being able to lie down at a table so they can sleep through the night, so they don't have sciatica pain. This is the why, so someone can hit a better golf ball than they ever did before. This is the why. This is the why. Everyone has their why. People come in here so they can regain what they no longer can do and continue doing it as long as possible. Whatever their why is, they come here to improve their why so they can have flexibility for life and they can live their life better.